Standing straight, with your feet shoulder-width apart and your hands hanging loosely at your sides, take several long, deep breaths. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Become aware of your mind, your body, your emotions, and your spirit. Now, imagine there are thin threads attached to the ends of your fingertips, as if you are a marionette at rest. Imagine that a loving force beyond yourself gently begins to pull on the threads, and your hands effortlessly begin to rise. Waist level, chest level, shoulder level. And as your hands rise above your head falls gently backward until your hands are together directly over your head. As your hands come apart, imagine that a shaft of energy, of light, of love flows into your body from above you and beyond you. And as your hands slowly come to your sides, allow this energy and light to fill you. Slowly bring your hands in front of your chest, palm to palm, with your fingers pointing upward, in a position of openness and welcoming. Allow one foot to point out at 45 degrees. And as you look toward that foot, allow one hand to be pulled toward the ground and the other hand toward the heavens. Stretch in both directions, and consider that the stretch you feel in your body is the tension between your ego, drawn to accomplishments and material things, and your true self, drawn toward love and connection. Now slowly come back to center, and allow your other foot to point out at 45 degrees. And as you look toward that foot, once again allow one hand to be drawn toward the ground, the complexities of a human existence, and the other hand drawn toward the heavens and a simple life. Feel the tension between these two. Now, return to center with both feet pointing straight ahead. Allow your hands to go out to your sides in an open, welcoming position. And with your lower body still pointing straight ahead, begin to rotate your upper body so you are looking as far behind you as you can. Now, slowly rotate a full 360 degrees. And as you do so, consider all the things in your life for which you are grateful. Your mind, your health, your relationships, perhaps your work, perhaps your wealth or possessions. You know the things or relationships you hold precious. As you slowly rotate back to center, allow your hands to come in front of you, palms up, and imagine that your hands hold all of your gratitudes. And as you treasure them, consider that it is impossible to feel grateful and unhappy at the same time. Also consider that our gratitudes are not really ours. We are called to hold them but not cling to them, enjoy them but not possess them. As you accept this, slowly turn your hands over, palms down, and release your gratitudes. Feel them flow from your hands as you release them. And with your palms facing down and your legs straight, bend at the waist as you push down with your hands, going downward, downward, feeling the stretch in your legs. And as your hands pass your legs, continue to push your hands backward so that your palms now face upward. In this stooped over position, consider that on your back is all your baggage from the past. Perhaps the guilt or shame you feel for past actions. The resentment you carry toward others who betrayed you. The sense of unworthiness or aloneness you experienced when you were young and still carry today. You know the baggage that you carry. Feel its weight on your back, and also feel what it's like to go through life in this stooped over position. But we're not meant to carry this baggage. So turn your hands over so your palms are facing downward. Bend your knees slightly to protect your back and gradually come upright. As you do so, feel the weight from your past falling from your back and just let it go. Allow your hands to rise in front of you, palms up, stretching toward your future. As you look at your hands, imagine that they now hold all your anxieties about the future. You know what these are for you. Will you be in a loving relationship? Will you find a meaningful career? Will you be healthy? Will you achieve a sense of financial security? Will you be alone, poor, betrayed, or unwanted? You know the worries and anxieties that drain your energy or keep you up at night. But we are not meant to carry these fears. All the great traditions tell us to release our fears. And to symbolize this, slowly turn your hands over, palms down, and release your fears about the future. Feel them flow out of your body and through your hands. Let them go. Now, as your hands come slowly to your sides, breathe deeply into a cleansed body, having released your gratitudes, your baggage from the past, and your fears about the future. Treasure your true self as you feel alert, alive, and loved. Now rotate one foot out at 45 degrees and assume the position of an archer, pulling back the bowstring with one hand as you sight along your outstretched hand. Imagine that you're looking toward your sense of life purpose, what you believe you must do with your life. Gradually shift your weight forward into your front leg, symbolizing your intention to realize your dreams and be all that you are meant to be. Feel the strain in your upper leg, symbolizing how the world will try to knock you off course, but you will not be swayed. You are committed to your passion. As you come back to center, pause, breathe, and consider. Are you open to a totally different mission in your life? Something you haven't considered, but is your true calling. If you are open, rotate your other foot 45 degrees and assume the position of an archer looking in the other direction. Perhaps feel the awkwardness as you pull back the bowstring with your opposite hand. And as you shift forward, putting your weight on the forward leg, consider, rather than finding your calling, are you willing to let your calling find you? Now slowly come back to a centered position. Allow your hands to go out to the sides in an open, vulnerable posture. Look at one hand and imagine that it holds all those parts of you that you show to the world. Your keen mind, your caring nature, your sense of humor, your ability to achieve. You know the parts you willingly show to others. Now, slowly shift your head and look at your other hand. Imagine that this hand holds all those parts of you that you hide from others. The scared part, the ashamed part, the unforgiving part, the lustful or angry part, the unworthy part. This hand might also hold the dreams you have never expressed or gifts you have kept hidden. You know these shadow parts that you hide from the world, hoping no one sees them. But in your heart, you know they are true about you. Slowly allow your hands to come together in front of you. The shadow parts may resist, they want to stay hidden. But as you bring them in front of you into the light, welcome them and perhaps bless them. And as your palms touch and fingertips touch, feel what it is like to embrace your whole self. Treasure your expressed and unexpressed gifts. Welcome and heal the wounded or repressed parts. Embrace yourself as an alive human being. Commit to bring your whole self to the world, and with a slight bow, welcome all that the world will bring to you this day.